Namaste. How are you, everybody? It's Bharati from Germany, and I'm sitting here in a very special asana. Asanas are, yeah, there are different meanings of asana. Asana is also something you sit on for meditation. This is my Rudraksha mat. I'm sitting on for meditation to get a lot of powerful, beautiful vibrations. So that is mean by asana. But asanas are also energy movements, let's say, like that in yoga. So in one of the asanas I'm sitting in right now is an asana when you're ready to jump up anytime. And that's a very famous asana connected to Hanuman. I show that to you. It's sitting like that. So you are ready to jump anytime, and I personally feel this is the time to jump in a lot of energetic ways right now. And I want to tell you, if you feel stuck, if you feel you don't know what to do, it can help your mindset set just to sit like this for a time. You just sit and you just put your feet like this so you could just jump up anytime and run. And yeah, I think what the fear of, so now I have to sit a little bit different. The fear of the coronavirus is making to many people is that they feel helpless and that they cannot move, and that they cannot move in their head also. Right now, I feel there was a lot of time where we all, or many people who knew a lot, kept quiet about things, where we tried to just fit with our ideas and concept, just to fit in the society. And more we see how dangerous this is. I personally think right now maybe maybe I should have done something different, because now you see that a lot of truth comes out about what many people thought is conspiracy theories. So there are a lot of facts coming out right now, and not just right now, it always dropped out. And so I'm just thinking, those people who knew, like me and others, and we didn't woke up people, maybe we did something wrong. I many times I thought it's enough to have consciousness. I thought that consciousness comes first and then the knowing comes, and there is an energy of which is just creating and passive energy and just sending love to the universe and just sending vibrations. And I know many yogis do that, and they go in samadhi and they astral travel and they connect to different beings and they getting informations and they putting out the vibrations. And of course, this is a very important work. Same time, we are here incarnated on a physical body. We are here, we are given by God a brain to think, a mouth to talk, ears to hear, and a body to move. And I'm just having thoughts right now if certain things are actually happened so badly, because those who knew didn't spoke up enough. And still there's a lot of fears of people who knew certain things, and not even big things. I mean, there was just a friend of mine who just did a book about about the movement, about Greta Thunberg, just with some evidences and links how this is all connected to um, a lot of interesting things. And it was just facts. There's nothing where he just put his own ideas in. It's just facts. He researched and he put in the links in the back of the book, and that links of his research were around, I don't know, I think 20 to 30 pages, just very small written, all the researches. I mean, amazing. And he wrote that book together with two friends who are afraid to be mentioned by name. And yeah, I understand, because we all know that certain energies don't want the truth out. But at the same time, um, especially here in Germany. But also, I don't know about India, I'm not there right now, but I feel so many souls and so much deep sleep. They don't know what's happening. They don't know what is beyond the things which are happening. And some people don't even care. That's the worst part. And I personally um, went through a process the last days where I felt like maybe I overestimated some souls I like, and even I overestimated some yeah some human consciousness which I thought we are ready to move in. So maybe that are just the waves of the feelings I'm going through right now, because it's a awakening process, and not just for other people who are still awake, still asleep, but also the awake go to deep processes. And I'm reflecting a lot on what I should have done differently. I know also I just had a phone call with a beautiful client, because people can book talks with me, and sessions on healing and talking about their issues. And I just had a talk about how um, how difficult it is if you try to wake up people, and then you getting that energy of that you are crazy, or yeah, this is all not true, and how to deal with that. It's of course not easy, but it's always not easy if we are connected so much to the outcome of what we do. And in the yogic path, in the spiritual path, we try to detach from the outcome. So even if we do sadhana, if we do meditation, we don't do that for getting that power. I mean, some saints do that, and they are also the black way of tantra. They do that. They do the processes to get that and that. But the middle way and the white way, and especially the bhakti way, you don't do that. It's a practice that you give, and you see what, if you are treated badly, what it does with yourself, and then you try to transform that in yourself. And now this energy comes to a different level. For many people it's new, and I see that in the consultations I do, that um, it's difficult. So I just can tell you, if you are in that, still there's hope, because the energy is shifting right now on the planet, and we are not alone. There are so many light beings, and there are beings I'm not really connected to. I heard about that they are helping, that they're even here on earth right now, physically helping humankind to lift up. I heard a lot of different things. I mean, I'm personally really connected to the light energy in the higher lokas, which I'm connected to the mantras I'm chanting. Mm, that's just my personal path. But I think we are in a time where we can feel that presence too, and we have to remember this is not just about ourselves, and we have to really think about what is going on, and what is um, to what level we agreed to certain lies, and what level we agreed to close our eyes, close our mouths, close our ears, to have peace, which is not really a peace, which is an illusion peace. And so I think it's a huge wake up call. And my personal message and my personal feeling is, if we don't wake up now, then we really mess this up. So yeah, so that's it. And of course, there are many people waking up. There are many people waking up to different level of truth. So there's not just this one truth. So there are many different levels of, oh, okay, there might be some evil people in the government. Oh, okay, there are some evil-minded leaders. Okay. Oh, and there's also spiritual side on it. Oh, okay, yes. So there are different levels, and as you go deeper and deeper and deeper, you see that the negative side, like we call it in India, the Rakshasas, the beings who are getting their spiritual power through manipulation and through suffering of beings and energies, they only succeed, and they only get their energy and vibration because they manipulate, and they're very good in that. So especially Satan is he's tricking around so much, and you see that if there's energy who is very much into connecting to the light, you can start to feel it, but you sometimes cannot touch it, and you sometimes cannot say exactly, oh, that is a lie. But you have an intuition of things, and that intuition grows stronger and stronger and stronger as more you do the practice. And I really, really want to say I'm a little bit sad the last days of so many spiritual leaders and souls and people who have a lot to say, and they're very famous because they also manage the worldly level very well. They were more attached to money and earthly happiness than other souls, and managed that very well and could have a big impact here right now. And they don't speak up. And that is personally, sometimes I think, are they not awake and I'm just thinking they're awake? But I feel they're awake. Or, it's my intuition is telling me that some souls are also not decided yet, that they play safe on both sides until they're really sure. But what is that? Either the one on the side or on this side. I mean, at a certain point, we have to choose, yeah? And there's a nice saying, if you don't choose a path, you spend a lot of time on the corridor. Yeah, you're in a waiting hall. So I don't think it's time to wait. And actually, we have to understand it's also not, if you still wait, it means you not choose the light. So, I mean, what does that mean in times like that? What does this mean to the soul? So maybe, yes, some light workers will suffer differently than in the beginning. Always negative wins, and at the end the light winning. This is always a law. And so because of the fear of the loss that some people might have on their name, on their fame, on many different levels, they don't speak up. Same time, we have amazing souls, especially here in Germany, amazing souls who know that now when they spoke up, they will not be able to go back to the career like they did before. Like we have Xavier Naidoo, for example. Yeah, and I know he is not just risking his career; he is risking his life. We all know that. Same time, those souls are amazing. I mean, they're people who are really, really brave and fighting for all of us. But there are also the souls where I felt, oh, I thought higher of them. I was a fan of them, or kind of how do you say, um, you know, listen to the music or whatever. And so I'm thinking, are they waiting for the right moment? What else are they waiting for? I mean, I understand if there is no clarity there. I'm just sharing what is in my heart. And personally, I really, really feel, really critical point right now. So those people who know, and who know the deeper things, and they have to come up right now and talk. It's not the time to put everybody who puts a truth and points a finger on the truth to conspiracy flag them. I mean, come on. If you have some facts, it's not a conspiracy theory anymore. Assange said that. So we have to be brave to show the facts we researched and we saw, and give it to other people. And we have to kind of raise the energy to do that. We have still, on a yogic path, I think it's many different than of many truths are, because I don't know how you feel, but I feel really, really sorry also for the dark side and the people who didn't choose yet. Like, I really feel that. Sometimes I'm really sad. I think, oh my gosh, how many incarnations, how much suffering they have to go through, and why they're not getting it. But some energies, I think, do they don't have a soul? What is happening? What happened there? Are they too much in? It's like a tiger. Once you drink a blood, there's a story. It comes from the Vedic traditions. Um, the story goes that there were tigers in the beginning who were drinking milk. Yeah, very interesting. They were drinking milk, and they're very peaceful, and they were beautiful energies and very divine vibrations. And then all of a sudden, somebody gives them blood. And what happened? They turned into that righteous, negative energy, and fighting and putting into that guna rajas and throwing their energy out. And that is what they became. So, I mean, there are many different levels of that. There's this gunas always changing in us. We have the three gunas, this is Satya, Tamas, Raja. So the three gunas are always changing. Um, there's the Satya is the truthful, the peaceful, the loving. Then we have the Rajas, which is very strong, or it's very angry and very active. So, and sometimes we need that energy, right? I mean, there are times where we have to get Raja energy in order to move, you know. So because if you always in Sattvic, you also can be very stuck. You're not doing something. Yeah, you just be in peace. You don't care. So anyhow, this all the three gunas they're there for the reason, right? And then there's tamas, and that is the energy of a very dull, you don't care, you know, you're very much sleepy, you're not alert in your brain. And I'm worried actually really on these two gunas, rajas and tamas. If those gunas are going up in the spiritual practice too much, forget your spiritual practice. You will not get any divine insights and opening of your third eye, because you completely feeding your ego. And so right now I see there's a lot of dullness and a lot of this energy of tamas also on the people who should speak up and who should do the work right now as a light worker. So I don't know if it's that ignorant energy or if they really have fear also, or what it is. I don't know. So, but I really feel strongly if this is not gonna happen, the shift, we have to go a very long round, and we have to really see a lot of things happening, which I hope will not happen. So I personally see 80% still chance that the light is winning. Same time here in Germany, I just want to say, in Germany right now, we have to wear from Monday up masks in the stores. We have everywhere we go. Even so, a month ago, not even a few weeks ago, even doctors and the media said, "Oh, don't wear the mask because then a lot of stuff is keeping up in your nose and everything, and you breathing in that energy to that wie sagt man denn Keime, I don't know, that bacteria. You're breathing that into your lungs, thank you. And that is very bad. And also, you know, they said don't do that at all. The same people who said don't do that at all are now the people who forcing doing us doing that. So it's like, then, you know, we should think about who is benefiting if you get forced vaccination. And right now, we reached a point where a lot of the people said, "Oh, you guys are conspiracy theories. Oh, this is negative stuff. I only deal with positive stuff. I don't want to see that." Yeah. So, I mean, the warning were there and the signs were there. And now, what they decided in Germany, yeah, so they really want to go that way. It's really going in that direction. It's really badly going in this direction. So, if we don't wake up what is behind that, guys, good luck, really. I don't know about other countries. I see a little bit in America. I personally have a little bit hope for America right now than for Germany. Maybe that's an illusion. I don't know. I know that the light beings working here right now, but you know what? We can have light beings and even ships from outer space coming here on Earth and helping us, okay? And I heard those things have happened already. But if we don't do it consciously, if we don't also change and wake up, they can, you know, that then nothing will change, guys. Yeah. So if you still in your, oh yeah, I believe everything the television says, and if you don't use your pineal gland, why you think the yogis do so much meditation and sadhana and sitting in caves, and why do you think people sitting in darkness? Sometimes I know saints and yogis who sit for 49 days, for 1 year, for 3 years in full darkness. Why do you think they do that? Because of the selfish reasons? No, they do that because they start to see things and they want to help. There's an energy of where you feel a oneness with everybody. And of course, everybody is awake. They're feeling a lot of compassion to the people who don't want to wake up, who have fear to wake up, or who deeply sleeping. We love children, do we? If we have a 2-year-old boy or girl sitting next to us, we think, oh, it's very cute. Of course, we can feel that, but hey, guys, it's now the time to not be 2 years old and 3 years old. And who's those who are already awake? We have to help those people to grow up. Yeah, we have to help, because if we don't do that, we will end up first vaccinated and shipped, and a lot of people will not survive this. So this is a spiritual war on a very high level, and many people don't get that. Many people still are in this illusion that on that level they see it, that's the truth, and it's whew. It's difficult now, I have to say. I practiced that for so many years, doing mantras without having expectations for the outcome. For me now to practice that, you can feel right now, I'm not attached to that outcome right now. And maybe that's something I have to go through personally, and we all have to go through, and we just have to do our best. I don't know. I really pray. I really pray there, and I see what I feel. We will see. A lot of lies will come up. Already they did. Already a lot of lies are being exposed, and we're seeing WikiLeaks is online. The Clinton emails are now online. We see a lot of things. So a lot of things happening, and more will happen. But if people just be sitting with a beer in front of the television and don't research and don't think and don't meditate and don't raise their vibration, I don't know, then maybe we have to go another round. And then that's it. I don't know. So that's my wake-up call for tonight. Don't misunderstand me. I really, I don't say that I don't understand that levels of what people are in their consciousness. But right now is not the time to sleep. And right now is not the time to be in tamas guna, which is dull, and don't see, and just be sitting on the sofa and not thinking. Yeah. So now is the time to wake up. Okay. So I also really suggest, there are other people who do that with facts, and they do videos, and they give you a lot of knowledge. Please research, please. And see a lot of videos, follow a lot of people, and please help. Right now it's a very crucial time. My way is chant mantras, meditate, also research, but do it with a very beautiful energy. Always come back to the divine. Always, when I see something negative, I feel it in my heart, and I pray to the higher energy to really, really help. That is also, we need to do that as well, because the lower vibrations live from our fear and our negativity. Okay, we have to learn that. We have to learn to take that pain in and show it to the higher energies, that and receive a lot of beautiful energies, that we can even go through that process. Because once you wake up to certain things, you need a lot of light in yourself to not go crazy. And in the movie Matrix, you hear actually a very interesting thing. And if you see the movie Matrix, you hear that somebody said, oh, we cannot wake the people after a certain age. We cannot wake them up because they will go mental. And there are some people who think that after all this will be over, which might take another half a year, another 4 years. We don't know how long that consciousness level also needs to grow up, that around 30% of the people will end up in the mental institution, because the world is so upside down and they never allowed themselves to look outside the box. So better to do that now, step by step. Okay? Okay. And love you, everybody. Sarari, Marara, Ragubala, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Stay good, spread the truth, spread love and consciousness. Take care, everybody. Take care.